Alright, we're here live practice here. The WEC rfactor2.com. We're on Caranci. We're just testing on cameras here. Race is on the 27th of February, and the boys are just having a go around here. We got a bunch of cars on the track right now. About half, I think about half the field so far is out there, and well, at least on the server, a little less than half actually right now. We have 14 LMPs signed up. That's LMP1s. I think we got 3 LMP2s, and we got, I think, 8 GTs, 8 or 9 GTs signed up. But this was the this is the URD mod for rfactor2 with a few adjustments for the WEC. And it'll be me, myself, Rick Hyde from Australia, and Brett Gray in the broadcast booth, along with a few drivers coming in every once in a while through the 12-hour event, starting 7 o'clock Eastern Time, Saturday, February 27th. And we're using real weather. As you can see, it's raining out there right now. The boys are practicing in the rain. As we take a look at some of the guys coming out, try to test their cars in the rain. Probably be joined by Bob Merlino pretty soon, as Merlino might be on the track too. He's joined me on TeamSpeak, but I think he went to eat. So anyway, it's the WEC World Endurance Championship, sponsored by Racing Simplified, Complete League Manager by Aaron, and the GCXP Gary Cross Computers, personal computers. And as right now we're just looking, looks like at Paolo in the LMP2. This is the Ligier, the LMP Clue 2 class. As looks like it's the 120 car in LMP2 class. Let's see if we can get inside here. Take a look at what it looks like. Oh, Paolo's off onto the grass and almost into the barriers, as they're getting used to trying to get used to some of the wetness and dampness on the track. The only thing I didn't like about this was the right now we don't have the animations going right now with the windshield wipers. It'd be good if we get those animations in when the mod guys start to put the animations in for the windscreens. Looks like they may want to restart the practice, but it's live weather. Oh, right into the wall. Looks like he lost the front end of that LMP there. Let's see if we can get another guy on here. Looks like Den's right now in an LMP2. I think it's his, it's a 120, so I think it's the one of the other team drivers trying to set up his LMP2 Ligier for the race. One of the first, I guess one of the first or second practices they're having now that actually is in the rain. They've practiced last week. We got the server going, and they practiced last week. We just got that server up. I just got everything all finished on the track, the cut zones and that done, and we get those fired up there. So if you want to join up, come over to WEC, rf2wec.com, join up on the forums board, sign up a team, get into the race. Oh, look out, another one into the wall. Having a hard time here on the dampness on the Sebring track. See if we can't get to another car here. It looks like we got an Audi. And Ben Borman in the number 37 Rookie Monsters Audi in the LMP1 class. He looks like he's got some kind of a handle on that car now since it's in the rain. We got an hour and 6 minutes left in practice here at the Sebring International Speedway. You can see the track temperature, 19 Celsius. Air temperature here at 29 degrees Celsius. This is live weather. We're using a live weather plugin, so we're getting exact weather that we put in from Sebring. So whatever it's doing at Sebring now, that's what we're doing on the server. And it's a live weather plugin, so whatever happens there is happening in real time here on the server. Oh, off to goes the Rookie Monsters machine there. All right, looks like we're currently... Oh, look out! Right into the barriers. Boy, the boys are having trouble in the wetness here on Sebring. They're really going to have to get their handle on it and set it up. Looks like we're looking at LMP2 now. It's like Roberto in the LMP2 right now. A lot of the guys are actually kind of dropping off the server here. Looks like they can't handle the rain, but the live weather, boys, we're going to have that in the race. You better start getting used to it, because if it starts pouring in the race, you guys better get a handle on what's happening here, because this is what may happen in the race. So you'll be a 12-hour event could be cut down. You might 5 minutes and you'll be into the barriers. So let's get some practice when you can in the rain, because it definitely could help you in the race. It's a definite bonus to get that extra practice, especially in the rain. Because if it happens in the race, especially at night, you're going to have a hard time. We had it at the 24-hour Daytona 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, 24 hours Daytona had about 3 hours of the 24-hour event in the rain. So these guys better get used to the rain, because it's going to be one of those times where they might, need this extra practice. currently looking at Roberto Boniati in the, looks like the Monado, it might be the Monado car here. That's the 99. Gotta find out what team the 99 is. It's one of the generic paint jobs we put in it. It's some of the teams don't have skins for the event, so we had added the skins in. With the WC logo on the side, the GXPC Gary Cross personal computers on the side of their LMP. Boy, it looks like it's really coming down now. As we're sticking around here with 59 minutes, 40 seconds left in this first practice. Oh, a big lock up there for Roberto. Oh, another LMP. Looks like it jumped over the rumble strip there in front of him. Let's see if we can't find out who that was there. It's the LMP2. You can see the contrails coming off the back of the car as the rooster tails, as you see how much rain is on the track. Cycling my cameras through here. The official race telecast will be on the WEC website, rfactor2wec.com, on race day on February 27th. Oh, he goes behind the wall there. We got a little runoff area there behind the wall in the second sector. As I was saying, the race will be February 27th, and it's a Saturday here in Eastern Time in the States. And 7 o'clock a.m. morning start, a full 12-hour event here at Sebring with drivers from all over the world. We got 22 teams signed up. Don't know how many times teams are going to make it. We had 15 or 16 at the 24 Hours of Daytona. That was a grueling race, and and exactly what I said. It's not a time scale race. It was a 24, full 24. We were up from 7 in the morning Saturday to 7 in the morning Sunday. We had, oh, look out, almost got the little touch of the barriers there. See if we can't get another car on screen here. See if anybody else is on the track. Yeah, the Rookie Monsters team, both cars are out there right now testing. They're both 37s. They're both driving the same car because these drivers are in the same car. So instead of just one car and then making the switch, they got both drivers out there testing, see if they can make some changes to the car. When they race the race, there was going to be 5 or 6 of those drivers there to compete in that one car, and they're doing the driver swaps. And right now they're trying to get, I guess, as many laps as they can in the rain. As you can see, these having a little bit of a problem there. Right down the back straight there, and then coming down towards Sunset Bend, the final corner here at the Sebring International Circuit. Oh, around he goes into the barrier. Oh, big hard hit, and the tire comes off. Well, we're seeing a lot. Oh, it's on fire. We're seeing a lot of action here right now, and we're just in practice section as he buried that one into Sunset Bend and into the barriers, and he's on fire. Now he'll bring it back to the garage and request a new vehicle. You see some of the guys that just entered the track. Looks like Roberto Di Filippis entered the track in the Nissan, but right now we're seeing a temporary car, so I'm going to make a little quick flip back out a bit here so it loads the cars in, and then we'll be back to the track. You'll see a black screen for a sec. It'll load in the graphics and for De Filippis, and then we'll touch his name and he'll be back on the track there, and then we can get his car in there. There he is right there. Roberto De Filippis in the Scania Motorsports number 22. This is the car that actually won the 24 Hours of Daytona last 3 weeks ago. The number 22 Scania Motorsports machine of Roberto De Filippis and Franco Scalette. These Italian drivers seem to have a handle on it. Nissan's a good car, but we're going to see what happens with Scalette right now. Sorry, with De Filippis now. So there's 55 minutes in the practice session here left in the session. As right now on top of the charts is a 141.2 Ben Borgman in LMP1, and his lap time was done before it started raining, so you see the difference in lap times now when it starts to rain, if they can actually get around the track. Alright, here comes the first time lap here for De Filippis here. It's a 2:01, 2:58 it looks like. So De Filippis in the Scania Motorsports number 22, the car that actually won the overall race and the LMP1 class here, the 24 Hours of Daytona 3 weeks ago. They're currently leading the championship in the WEC World Endurance Championship here at rfactor2wc.com. I'm Ron Caranci. Brett Gray, Rick Hyde will be in the broadcast booth periodically through the race on February 27th. And hopefully we'll see a good event. We had a good one last time. We had over 1,000 viewers watching that 24-hour event. You know, periodically up and down. We have our Twitch channel going. Right now we got it on YouTube, but we got our Twitch channel going for the website, and that's the channel we'll be using for the race. It's right on the website and WEC TV. If you have an R Factor broadcast and you want us to broadcast for your R Factor League, just sign up on the website there, fire us an email, and we'll give you a quick price on what we'll charge you for per hour on the broadcast. Oh, it looked like we see a little spin out there. One of the other LMPs is De Filippis there tried to just to avoid him. Let's see if we can get an in-car shot of De Filippis. As you can see here, there's De Filippis in the Scania Motorsports machine. Right now I got the virtual mirror showing too, as well as the mirror inside the car. As you can see at the top there's two mirrors. I got the virtual mirror in the square one and the one actually inside the car, so just to see, you can see who's actually seeing there. You see the mirrors on the outside of the car there, so you can actually put the virtual mirrors inside the car as well if you want. A lot of options here. Riding along with Roberto De Filippis, number 22, Scania Motorsports, Nissan LMP1. Sebring, 12 hours of Sebring practice, number 1. Looks like seeing a lot of rain here at Sebring. The drivers are getting their first taste of rain here at the Sebring International Circuit. You see it gone green in that sector there, and we'll see if he can't pick up oh, looks like sector 2. It's gone green in sector 1. No, he's off the track. Looks like he overshot the corner. And he's going to have to take a little excursion there to get back on there. All right, let's see if we can go to somebody else on the track here. Yep, we got Roman Cyber. Roman Cyber in LMP2. Number 59. This is a... I think this is a TG Motorsports machine here. TG Esport machine. Roman Cyber. Let me see if I can get some of the names here. Some of the team names here. And get them up on the board here. I'm gonna go back, take a look at my forums board and find out. I'll give you a little rundown of who's in the league right now. In the endurance racing team spots right now, we got the Racing Simplified Esport Rebellion car number 1, driven by myself, Robert Merlino, Reno DeLauro, Brett Gray, and my brother. We're not on the track right now. We're just I'm doing the broadcast. We got the 0 Kilometer Racing Logitech car Nissan number 81 of Ica Ramos and Thaleson Cardoso, and they're not on right now. The Vertelli Porsche LMP1 car number 14, Julian Gonzalez, Ivan Sanchez, Miguel Cano, Juan Miguel Orna, and Pablo Polena. And those guys, the 14's not there, but we got the rookie monsters, Audi number 37, Guy Pereira, Agnes Tong, Hugh North, and Beg Borgman in that car. And right now we got a couple of those drivers, I think Guy Pereira, Pereira, and Ben Borgman are testing out that car. We got the Sicania Endurance Motorsports Nissan car number 22, Roberto De Filippis, Franco Scalette, Francisco Grasso, Daniel Pizzo, as right now De Filippis is out there practicing. We got the Monado Boffel Sim Racing Porsche car number 11, Vito Baffa, Maurizio Riccardi, Marco Pandovani, Abby Grani, and Luigi Russo. These guys aren't here right now. Android Motorsports, car number 46 of Laura and Oliver Fangio. The Malicious Engineering Motorsports, Endurance Squad, car number 420. Dylan Scrivens, Peter Schultze, Mark Hutcherson, Ellison Long, and Cameron Rogers. The Racing House Online Porsche number 45. Only one driver listed to that car. It'd be tough to do an endurance race with only one driver, but Erito is a driver of that car. The WEC Mania Racing Team Rebellion car number 17. Blade F1, Ninja F1, Dennis and V. Pavlov driving that car. Blackhawk Racing Audi number 6. Marcel Sinzik, Daniel Weisner, and Kasba Kiss. And that's the LMP1 class right now. We're showing 11 in endurance. Now they have a sprint and an endurance series, and it's all combined. And we have a couple other cars that racing in the sprint series as well. But right now showing 11. We have a few more cars available. I think we got 1 or 2 left in LMP1 class. And we got the LMP2 class, the Canyon Motorsports car number 120. Michael Soma, Alessandro Contessa. And we got the TGE Motorsports car number 59, Nicholas Dubois. It looks like it's Bullet 59, so if you see that name, that's the online name. You got Roman Vanderberg, TG2 Cyber, and he's on the track. Anthony Abet, TG2 Antox, and I think he's around there too on the track, and that's those P2s. The WC in the GTLM class is the WC Racing Simplified Ferrari number 3 of Don Napper, Dano, Josh Reveal, Devin King, and David a Hitman. Rick Hyde Racing, BMW car number 33, driven by our announcer and broadcaster co-partner Rick Hyde out of Australia. Pro Race Simulations car Ferrari number 68 is Zero Simon, Bora Hernandez and Carlos Abazanda. Rookie Monsters, car number 73 is an Austin Martin, Simon Marshall, John Prime Emengol, Joe Carrere, Ryan Vadra, Ryan Vadara, I pronounced the name wrong, and Tim Taylor. The Racing House Online BMW car number 15 by Davey Antonaya. The TGE Motorsport car number 972 is a Chevy Corvette C7R driven by Johan Turkett. That's TG2 Combo is his online name. Gregory Christian. TGT Flues is his online name. And looks like Mehdi Simone. TGT Takumi is his online name. And in 7th GT-LM class, the car number 10, it's a Porsche Racing House Online by Jose M. Fernandez. Will be driving that machine. So there you go, all the way through the cars for the Endurance Series. So we do have a lot of room still. Come on over and sign up, and we'll see if we can't get you into the 12 hours of Sebring. Bring a team over, sign up. As long as you follow the online rules and the rules of the league, you're welcome to race. About 44 minutes left in this session. And it's been downpouring for the last 15-20 minutes now here at Sebring International Circuit here in Florida, USA. I'm Ron Caranci, Brett Gray, Rick Hyde in the commentary box, testing the broadcasting software and the broadcasting overlay out here at Sebring Racetrack. All right, Gui Pereira entered the server now, so he might get a couple of runs in that 37 LMP car. He's currently watching the 22. This is the race winner. Keep thinking that these guys had bad luck last year in Prototype 2 and ended up third to the Racing Simplified team. And looks like we're leading the championship now after one race, the 24 Hours of Daytona. And right now that Audi looks like it's pretty stable on the track in the rain, so it looks like he's got something going here. He must have had something from the last 3 weeks, as the Daytona race was a little bit in the rain too, about 3 or 4 hours in the rain of that 24-hour event. So he got a little bit of rain practice there at Daytona. Different speedway entirely, but at least you got some practice in the rain, because it definitely hydroplanes on you, so you got to kind of feel it out. All right, it looks like we're getting a few cars on the track now, so I'm going to back out of it a little bit here so I can get the car skins to actually load in. And the car skins should be loaded in now, because in practice I have to load the car skins in like that, and now we can see who just came out on the track. Looks like it was Pereira that came out on the track. Let me see if I can't find him. Well, D. Felipis is there. Let's see, here he is, Gui Pereira, number 37. Just entered the server, got back in the car, and we'll ride along with him now. I see inside the Audi. This is he was a little bit sideways there. Now the Audi's 4-wheel drive. It's one of the easier cars to drive. Got a lot of torque. Very stable, but uses a little bit more fuel than the other cars do. Some of the other cars do, but it has a smaller liter fuel tank, a 61-liter fuel tank. Sorry, a 48-liter fuel tank I think he's got, compared to the 66 that the Rebellion has. And looks like they have a 62 or 61 in the Nissan, but the Nissan has a fuel mixture, so if they turn the mixture up in the Nissan, they use more fuel, and that was one of the problems that one of the drivers in the Secania team there had wanted to try to see if he can't finagle his way into getting something out of that Audi, maybe get some more liters in the tank, but for this race, it's set. And we'll take our look out. He's going around here. In this race, we'll take a look at what happens in the Sebring race, and then we'll make our adjustments for the next round, round 3. And it'll probably be a sprint round. I think the next round's a sprint round, which is, I think it's a 2.6-hour race. So we'll make our adjustments for that, and you'll get the update. We'll get the updated cars then. But right now, we're taking our evaluation off the Sebring race here. We've only had one race under our belt to evaluate those LMP cars, and then you'll see maybe a little change, a little bit of performance updates on some of the cars. But right now, we got what we got. Looks like you got a handle on it now. You got a little bit sideways there the first little bit and spun out, but looks like he's got a handle on that Audi now, that number 37, Ricky Monster's machine. Let's see what Pereira can pull off here. So far, best lap for Pereira was 151. Yeah, he's sitting on top of the charts, but the thing is, he's got. Oh yeah, he's sitting on top of the charts right now with that 151. I think that was his best lap, a 151.543 in the rain here. Let's see if we can't get some telemetry on this for you here. We'll see if you can see some telemetry here. I got my telemetry in miles per hour. I'm going to change my telemetry to kilometers per hour, so give me a sec here to change my settings in the game here to kilometers per hour instead of miles per hour. I'm used to miles per hour. There we go, kilometers per hour. And we'll get back to Pereira here, and we'll put on a tack for you, a virtual tack, so you can see what he's running here and what gear he's running in. So now it's in kilometers at the bottom there. You can see the speed in kilometers per hour. In the rain here, he's at 270, 280, 290, almost 300 kilometers, 298 kilometers going into Sunset Bend in the rain. And he got a little sideways through Sunset Bend there. Boy, he's pegging that thing out. Looks like it's redlining there. And down the front straight at 280, 200, almost 290 kilometers before that little jog in the first straight there. Down to 194. Oh, off the track. And around he goes. Didn't hit anything, though. So we're seeing some action. It's always great in practice, especially in the rain, where you can see some action going on. You see how these drivers can actually go through, and you see that the car is not easy to drive in the rain. Now, I think the rain may have stopped. I don't see it coming down anymore, but the track is still saturated, and we still got 37 minutes left in this practice session. And we still have 9 cars in practice session here on the server. 17 degrees Celsius is the track temperature, with a 29-degree air temperature here at Sebring. Local time, 5:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at Florida. And around he goes again. Oh, this time he might hit the barrier. Yeah, there he goes. Into the barrier, and back wing comes off, and he'll have to bring her back to the garage for some repairs. Let's see if we can see Roberto again in the 99 machine here. This is an LMP2. Roberto Boniotti. Oh, Boniotti goes around there at the hairpin, and body parts flying off that car too, as he'll bring it back to the paddock area for some repairs. All right, here's the 59 of the Looks like the TG eSport machine here in Prototype 2, the number 59. The 59 actually, there was only one Prototype 2 actually ran in Daytona in the 24 hours, and these are the guys. And they'll collect the points for the races. As no other teams of the Prototype 2s actually showed up for the 24-hour event. They didn't have the, I guess they didn't have the drivers. Remember, you don't have the drivers, you don't get the points, and if you miss 2 races in a row, you'll relinquish your ride. So you'll have to at least feel the grid a car in one of the races. Even if you don't get points, you'd have to grid that car. You'd have to show up for the race and grid that car, or else you may lose your ride, and it'll be open for another team to come and take that car. So you'll get a warning after missing 1 race. So you have 1 more race, and second race, if you don't grid a car in the second race in a row, then you'll relinquish the car. So there is a bunch of rules here at the WEC that new teams are going to have to get used to, but that's the way it is. As looks like Bullouts there, he pulled off the track as Pereira left the server. All right, we gotta, let's see who this is here. Is this Antox? This is in the other 59. Is this partner driver, and let's see what he can do. Right now, Roman Cyber's up the top on the LMP2, so we don't have any LMP1s right now on the top of the chart. Looks like a P2 is up there on top of the chart. Oh, around he goes. He's not going to be able to hang on to that one, and back to the garage he goes. And we still see, let's go back to Roberto Di Filippis in the 22, Sicania Motorsports Prototype 1. So we got a hood camera shot for you off Roberto's car. Looks like it's not raining anymore. So the track's going to start to dry up now. Maybe we'll see some, you see the cloud cover's gone. A little late in the day now. The track, you can see some spots on it starting to dry up. Now we might see some lap times increasing. It's still wet, as you can see the virtual mirror there showing the rooster tails. As Roman Cyberg left the server. Had enough, I guess, of the rain practice, and it's a little late over there, I guess, in Europe. And these guys are maybe 11, 12 o'clock over there in their time. Some places over in Europe there, where they're actually running their sim racing from. I guess it's nighty night and Betty by time for some of these guys. Roberto Di Filippis here in the 22 Sicania Motorsports machine. I don't know if I'm loud enough. I'm going to turn myself up a little bit more here. Go 100% on that, maybe you'll be able to hear me better. Alright, around the first corner. Oh, we hit the rumble strip the wrong way there. We still hung on to the car. Looks like Boardman's back on the server. He's back out on the track. The LMP1, he's on top of the charts. They practice here at Sebring. 32 minutes, 26 seconds left in the first practice here at Sebring, first official Sebring International practice, televised here on the race channel here, my racing channel, RC12, Sim Racing Channel. I'm Ron Caranci along with Brett Gray, Rick Hyde in the commentary box. We're racing the R Factor 2 simulation here at ISI 397 Studios. And if you got the R Factor, just jump on the website www.rf2wec.com, and the link is at the bottom in my channel there, and you can click the URL, copy and paste the URL in your browser, head over, sign up, and hopefully we'll get you into the race. 303 kilometers per hour going into Sunset Bend for the Nissan Scania Motorsports number 22 of Roberto Di Filipis out of, I think, Palermo, Italy. Going into the hairpin right now. Good corner there. A little bit slow through there, but the track is still saturated. As you can see, those rooster tails behind the prototype just flying up there. But you can see some dry line. It looks like smoke puffing out of there, but it's not. That's actually picking up some dry line every time he goes over it. And the more he does it, the more these guys start to go over the track. They're just going to start to dry up. See some dry patches already. Looks like we're losing a few drivers here. It's probably Betty Bye time for them in Europe, and we're down to 6, showing right now on the server for our first practice here and the official practice here on live racing channel here. Ron Caranci along with Brett Gray, Rick Hyde for the WEC World Endurance Championship, R Factor 2. Alright, looks like one of the LMP2s coming out back on the track now. Looks like Paolo Sassaroli in the 120, number 120 LMP2. Sassaroli's on the track now. He made a few changes and got his LMP back out on the track in Prototype 2 class. Sinzik, Daniel Weisner, and Kasba Kiss. And that's the LMP1 class right now. We're showing 11 in endurance. Now they have a sprint and an endurance series, and it's all combined. And we have a couple other cars that racing in the sprint series as well. Right now showing 11. We have a few more cars available. I think we got 1 or 2 left in LMP1 class. And we got the LMP2 class, the Scania Motorsports car number 120. Michael Soma, Alessandro Contessa. And we got the TGE Motorsports car number 59, Nicolas Dubois. It looks like it's Bullet 59, so if you see that name, that's the online name. You got Roman Vanderberg, TG2 Cyber, and he's on the track. Anthony Abet, TG2 Antox, and I think he's around there too on the track, and that's those P2s. The WC in the GTLM class, it's the WC Racing Simplified Ferrari number 3 of Don Napper, Dano, Josh Reveal, Devin King, and David the Hitman. Rick Hyde Racing, BMW car number 33, driven by our announcer and broadcaster, co-partner Rick Hyde out of Australia. Pro Race Simulations, car Ferrari number 68 is Earl Simon, Bora Hernandez, and Carlos Abazanda. Rookie Monsters, car number 73 is an Austin Martin, Simon Marshall, Jean Prime M in goal, Joe Carrere, goal, Joe Carrere, goal, Joe Carrere, goal, Joe Carrere, Okay, it looks like they restarted the server. Practice. Or they tried to. Let me see if the guys want to restart the server. Looks like I lost my connection here. Have to wait and get back on. We'll be back in a second here. We lost our connection for some reason. Hopefully the server's still up. See if I can't get the server back up for you. We lost our connection here. So we are going to try to get back up on the server here. It's a minute to get back up and running. Here we go. It's loading in the track. Looks like they reset the server, I think. Yeah, 2 hours, 42 minutes, so we got another session right now. They started another practice session. And we'll get back on there for you. And you can have a look at some more practice, as it looks like it takes about 90 seconds before the real weather pops in once I join the server. So it won't be cloudy until about 90 seconds from now, and then you'll see the clouds will just change, and we'll see what kind of weather we're getting here. It still looks like it's 17 Celsius, 29 degrees, but we'll find out. cycle the cameras. And right now we got Paolo Cerasoli on the track in LMP2, 120. Let's see where Cerasoli, the team that he's using there. Cerasoli in the 120 LMP2. All right, so that's the Scania Endurance Motorsports car number 120, and that's Michael Samoa, Alessandro Contessa, and it looks like it's Paolo Cerasoli is the third driver. They have to be announced here under driver 3, 4, 5, and 6, but it looks like Cerasoli is one of the pilots for that car. So Paolo Cerasoli is one of the pilots for the Scania Motorsports number 120 LMP2 Ligier. As you can see, Sebring now, it's second session now. 2 hours 40 minutes left, and it looks like the track is dry. Now we'll see the boys pull some lap times off here. Competitive enough to be on the charts on live races compared to some of the other drivers that were posting lap times there in the dry weather. Does build up a virtual groove on the track as well. The more cars you get on there, longer time you run, you'll be building up a little bit of rubber on the track, and it really gets saturated with rubber, and you'll see that groove come in. Right now we got a light rubber. I set the track for light rubber. You see a little bit of groove there. This is light rubber on the track, but it'll be definitely, with a 12-hour race, it'll be by about the 6th or 7th hour, that track will be really rubbered in, and you'll see these cars actually pull off lap times, well, maybe a second or two faster than they would run in, say, practice sessions. All right, there we go. It looks like the weather changed right now. It got a little darker there, so 90 seconds, and you got that. Then it updates the live weather for you. Let's have a look in-car camera here with the Cerasoli machine. Off the track he goes. See the gear and the speed there in kilometers per hour, and we'll see what he gets at the end of the back straight here with the Sunset Bend in the LMP2. Looks like 280, around 280 kilometers almost in this prototype 2. Off he goes. There, he's really cranking the wheel over there, off a little wide there. Let's see what the lap time is. 157. 9:46. That last lap for Cerasoli. It's coming down to the hairpin, right? Let's see what kind of speed he gets here towards the hairpin. 265 kilometers before he hits this hairpin. First gear corner. flat out here until he gets to the S's. They're kind of far right now. Right here's the S's coming up here. Should just gear down a little bit of brake. He's right in the third. And then right-hander into the back straight. He hit almost 280 kilometers last time. Let's see what he does on this lap here. 279 kilometers. It's about the same as he hit last time there. Let's see what his lap time is. His best lap so far is a 154.8. So this lap is going to be 154.0. His best lap so far for Sarasoli. See if we get somebody else on the track here. Il Denz is on the track right now on the 120, so that's got to be another driver for the Sicania team there. So that must be the fourth driver for the Sicania team. And his best lap was a 153.7, so he's a little quicker than the Sarasoli. And Paolo Sarasoli. So Il Denz at 153.7. Sarasoli is 210. He's got 2/10 on Sarasoli there. These drivers are pretty good. I'm watching them around the track here. It looks like they got a pretty good line here in the Prototype 2 class. See back in Prototype 1 here as we still see Roberto De Filippis on the track now. Well, we see Roberto start to pull off some laps now. His lap was a 146.5, but we're going to see him pull off some laps here, as 146.4 was Ben Borgman in the 37. Now they have different compound tires here they run. They got the intermediates and the rains, as we've seen when they were in the rain before. We got the S6s, which is the soft tires, or you can call them qualifying or super soft. The S7s, the S8s, and the S9s. So you got a choice of the tires. You start losing grip. The more numbers you go up, but they last longer, and that's what endurance racing is about. You want to keep the car out as long as possible, keep plugging away at the laps. And for this race, we're going to have there's a 30 tires. Takes about 35 seconds to tire and fuel the car, and plus whatever it takes to get down pit lane and prep for the pit before you reach your pit box. Last race it was about 10 to 13 seconds for the prototypes at Daytona, so we increased that time there. So there's tire strategy now in the prototypes, but the GPs definitely had the tire strategy already. We had those already set up. So we'll have a little modification before the round 3 from what we see here at Sebring in round 2. So last lap was 143 for De Filippis now, as he's still his fastest laps is 1 minute 6 seconds, 1.6 seconds off of Borgman's. Let me see what Borgman was doing his last. It was a 142 on his best lap, 142.2, and that was that last lap he just ran here in the Rookie Motorsports number 37, Ben Borgman. So Borgman with the with this lap coming up here, let's see what he's got here. He's got green, he's green in the sectors, so let's see what happens here with that last sector. He's green in first and second sector. So the third one is 142.1. He's green in that third sector, and it's 142.130 for Ben Borgman. And that'll keep him on top of the charts in this Audi number 37 Rookie Monsters LMP1. see if I can check out what tires they're on. I'm going to check my live racers and see what kind of tires these guys are running on. Just to give you an idea what tires some of these drivers are running on. Okay, let me see what Borgman's running on. He's got the S6s on his car. De Filipis has got the S6s, so they got the soft compound on their cars. The prototype 2 of Denz and Sarasoli. Denz has the S7s on his car. Sarasoli. Back up here. See what Sarasoli's got on his car. I think they probably have the S7s on their car because Denz has the S7s on his car. Sarasoli, he has S6s on his, so Paolo Sarasoli's got S6s. The only one so far at S7s right now is the Il Denz is on the S7s. Okay, Boniotti right now in the LMP2 number 99. See what Boniotti's on. Boniotti's on the 7s, so he's got the S7s on. So P2 looks like it's the Racing Simplified number 99. LMP2, Roberto Boniotti. Right now we're following Boniotti, number 99. I don't know who Boniotti is. He might be Boniotti is. I don't know if he's in. I don't know if he's part of the Racing Simplified's team. He might be a driver that signed up that might be trying to get on a team. As soon as you sign the forums board, you can get a password to get my SCFR 2018 profile, and you can subscribe to it in the Steam Workshop, and then I will confirm you. As long as you've got it from our forums board, I'll confirm you, and you'll be able to download the mod and try it out. And look out, Boniotti gets into the back of one of the LMPs, and around he goes towards pit road there as Boniotti backs it up, and he's going to try and bring him around there when he probably just could have just got a new car there, but Boniotti spins it around and back it goes. Let's see now. Il Denz. So this is the number 120 who's on the S7s, the prototype 2. So Boniotti and Il Denz here on the S7s here, so we can see what they're pulling off. So far, Denz's last lap is a 154.0. That's the last lap. His best lap was 153.140. His last lap was 154.0. We'll see what he pulls off here on this lap. He's green after the first sector. First sector 42.248. See what happens in the second sector here. Sector times there on the bottom for you showing. Great. I like this plugin. Works pretty good, but only works in DirectX 9. I wish we could get it in DirectX 11. And it looks like he went green in sector 2 as well. It has a 112.007. Let's see the final thing when he comes down the back straight here. So it all depends on this last corner coming up here, the Sunset Curve or Sunset Bend here at the Sebring International Circuit. He can look like he picked it up pretty good there. Got right in tight there going through the apex. Brought her out wide, tried not to bleed off too much speed. Let's see what happens here. 152. Bettered his lap, so third sector, 152.731. As looks like Bob Merlino. Looks like Bob Merlino's now on the course and back on the server and in the Racing Simplified number 127. And we'll see if Bob can better his 144. Can change there, as we're looking right now at Il Denz in the 120 Sicania Motorsports LMP2 Ligier. And we're probably joined by Bob too, because he got on the server. So Bob, can you hear me? You're live on the broadcast.
Don't say that.
Oh, there he is.
Truth. What are you doing?
I'm broadcasting. It's live broadcast right now. Trying to get the broadcast stuff all set up. But the live practice here at Sebring. You just missed the rain too. The rain was beautiful. The guys were spinning all over the place, and getting used to that rain is going to be tough. But they reset the server. Actually, it stopped raining, then they reset the server. There's only about 24 minutes left, so they reset it. We got a little dry track now, and now it's. We got 6 of you guys out there. We had like 9 or 11 guys out there going. I don't know about the 99 car. I'm watching the 99 car here, and the 99 car had, well, actually, I'm not watching 99 right now, 120, but the 99 had, who's in that 99? Boniotti. And Boniotti, I don't know, is he part of the Racing Simplified prototype too? I didn't see him.
I don't recognize that name.
I don't recognize that. Maybe just trying it out or something. Oh, boy, did he hit hard there. That was Dez there coming through Sunset Bend, and he just pancaked it off the barriers. And end of car. But so far, only seeing 2 guys on S7s. The rest of these guys are on S6s right now. So we'll see what you're running on. You're going to be running on the S8s, right? So there's our Racing Simplified machine there. That's the car I'll be driving. I'll get back on the screen for you, and we can see what Bob's doing. As you can talk to him, there he is live. Let's see what Bob is. We'll get a roof camera view of Bob. Put the telemetry on, so we're looking at as he's pegging it out in 5th, up into 6th. Let's see if we can hold it down. 222, 203 is the low speed around that first little kink. That's kilometers per hour. In the Racing Simplified number 1, this is the team that won the LMP2 class. Well, the only LMP class we had last year. Picked up the championship in LMP2 class. Bob Merlino, Reno DeLauro, myself, Brett Gray, and Rick Hyde, and my brother as well, along with a slew of other drivers that drove the car. So Bob looks like Bob's on setting up the car here. He's on S8s or S7s. I think you're on S7s, Bob. That's what you were saying?
That's what it should be.
Yeah, so you're running S7s, and I think the other guys are running too as well, S7s. I know that the Sicania Motorsports was on 6s, and the 37 was on 6s as well. I got them on the live races, just showing me what tires they're using. So let's see what they got here. So Braniotti's on 7s. Sarasoli, but these are P2s, are on 6s. Let me see what Borman's on here. Borman's on, let's see, he's not on the track yet. So when he gets on the track, he'll put his tires up there for him. Let's see who else we got. Roberto Di Filipis, he's on the track. Yeah, Filippi's on S6s. Or Rookie Monsters number 37 is not on the track right now, but he was on S6s. So the best sector so far, I think, for these guys. 38.6 in the first sector, 26.8 in the second sector, and 36.5 in the third sector for Ben Borman. So we're live on you right now, Bob, and well, they can hear us too talking. But we're live on you, and we can see just coming down towards the hairpin. Gotta jam the gear. We got one off the track there. Well, it looks like he brought it back to the garage. Well, you're green in the first sector, but your lap rate reverse. Your lap was a 1:49.1. I guess we're first out lap in that. So you're green in the first sector by a half a second. See what you get out of it in the second sector. And again, we're running full tank right now, so 66 liters, 17.4 gallons, 66 liters of fuel. So we got full fuel in the car.
Yeah, full tank.
So it's definitely going to be slower, that's for sure. You definitely got to watch this corner here because it could hook you and bring you. You've seen it happen before. Hook you and bring you into those inside barriers. If you catch the outside rumble strip, it'll snap around. You can't save it. It just goes right into the inside wall. Looks
Yeah,
like
I did that.
Looks like you're green in the second sector. But that's again off the 149, so I figured you're probably around 147, 148. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, 48 right there, 148, 335. So you're green in the third sector, you dropped off a little bit there. 208 kilometers around the corner is the lowest speed there on that crank.
Yeah, with these tires and the other setup, you got to really trail brake every corner.
Let's see what the first sector is. Oh, you're green in the first sector. You're green by 0.6 in the first sector. If you need to change that gear, I think maybe that fourth gear might be too short, and you might want just for that corner there because you know you're pegging it out in fourth, maybe not go to fifth, so you don't have to come down as many gears there. You might want to make fourth taller maybe. There you go, it's gonna slide up. Just don't bring it back on quick because it'll hook that. I see it'll hook that rumble strip, so you gotta watch that.
Yeah, tendency you want to turn it in, and you can't do that. You got to let it keep out.
Yeah, well, this car just floats too much, and there's nothing you can do about it. I got the coast down to nothing, so it should actually turn into the corner good. The thing is, it just wants to float. There's nothing you can do. It's just way down on horsepower. Okay, so 148.9 there. So your first sector on that last one, and second sector was the third sector because when you went.
Yeah, Blue Sunset.
Yeah. Oh no, it was when you went off the track there, and before that, the thing. That's the third sector. That's in the middle of the third sector. But the first and second sector were faster. Look out. Well, the leader right now, fastest lap the leader's got, he's on S6, is a 142.1. So if he's using the full fuel, 142.1, I've seen you run 144, so that's 2 seconds. And that's, like I said, that's what we need. We need between, around 2 seconds. If we get like 4 or 5 seconds, it's not going to work because the fuel is just, even though we don't have to pit as much, it's just not going to, you're not going to catch 35 seconds on these guys.
Yeah, but the other drivers are faster than me.
Yeah, you also got to figure too, rain, weather, night, cars on the track. You can't do it. You want to try to lap as fast, and all it takes to kill a lap is to go off the track. So, and if you have to repair the car, you could be in there for 600 seconds to 1,000 seconds just to repair body damage. And if they blow an engine or crash your car, they could rejoin with a fresh car, but you'll be laps down, so they'll be taking their chances. I mean, if you get the laps back. But that's the new setting we put in from last race there. That we have the rejoin if you get dropped out, but now if you get dropped, if you blow an engine or something, we add time to it, and you get a time penalty at the end of the race. Plus, you get whatever it gives you to come back in, which you're gonna get a couple laps down no matter what when you rejoin the server. That's a good turn there, but you're doing the old kicks. You know, you're kicking the throttle to get it around the corner. So if you have to kick it around to get it around the corner with this setting, then maybe we need to bring the power setting down. I've got the rear differential locked, so if you lower that power setting, we'll unlock that differential when you hit the power, and that'll snap the rear end out of it because the drive to the rear wheels will be, you know, to the outside driven wheel will be more instead of locking the differential. Making it tight coming on the corner will loosen it up a bit under power. Okay, you're green in the first sector for your time. You hung that gear there. That's good. Nope, we got one up against the wall here. I seen one of the guys earlier. I got it on film too here in the tape, I guess. That you're green in the second sector, by the way, too. But not the third. Let me see here. First, no, you're red in the second sector. You should be green in the third because you're tight here now. You're tight around the corner here. You should have laid it out earlier. You're gonna hammer that throttle earlier. I think you made it up. Yeah, right there. Third sector made it up. I think it's the best lap. 148.0. Yeah, 148.089. That's where you made it up through Sunset Bend. But I seen I think it was Rookie Monsters, one of the Rookie Monster drivers. He had lost the car in Sunset Bend, hit the outside repainting wall with the tires there, tore the car apart, and the car, you know, caught on fire. And he stayed there, and I got it on film there, and you can see, you know, on the broadcast thing there, you can scroll back and see what happened to it. But anyway, I'm watching you now, so this is what they're getting a handful of you on the track right now for a while. Let me just check another couple cars here, see if I can get a few other guys. Let's see who else is on there. Philippus is still on the track. His best lap is a 143.5. I think he's running a full fuel run with the S6s because he's got the 6s on the car. That's what I'm looking at now. Yeah, he's still got the 6s on the car. And he's purple in Sector 1 on that there. That means he's fastest overall in Sector 1, even to Borgman. So he's got a 38.523 in Sector 1. So Ben Borgman's on the 6s, like I said. So these two cars that we're running are on 6s. And he's definitely on a hot lap because I can see fire behind his car in that live racers. So let's see what Philippus does here. That's the difference though, Bob. S6s, S7s, S8s, right? The grip. Plus that this car that they're running has better tire grip. The static and sliding grip on the Nissan's got better tire grip. So it's a different tire. All right, yeah, 142.111. That's his. He's the fastest. He's on top of the charts, and that's the 22. So I just want to find out what kind of speed he's hitting on the straight line here when he gets down towards Sunset Bend compared to what you were hitting. Because I'm pretty sure he's a little quicker out there because he gets through the corner quicker. That's the way it is. So let me see. We'll get on top of the hood here. He's red in the first sector. He's over by 7 tenths. And off his 142.1, off his best lap, because he's on top of the charts right now. Man, this car's got pickup though. Holy crap, is it got pickup. The difference in the I see the speedometer going up there. Holy crap, is it flying. 280, 290, 300 kilometers, 309 kilometers going into Sunset Bend. 309 kilometers an hour. Let's see what you're doing in here. See what it picks up off your car. I think we're probably around 290, 295 kilometers, 300 kilometers maybe. 270, right there was 270 something kilometers going towards the hairpin here. You're red on that one there, but you bettered your lap because you're 145, 145.8. Looks like Borman, Roberto Bonilla, sort of Borman might have hit something there. There's a wing on the track there, or something was on the track there. Something was left on the track. Lucky you avoided it.
Probably the front of the car.
Yeah, lucky you avoided it there. Cut the tires maybe. Would have ruined the run. Okay, now if you get this corner nice and smooth so we can get that back straight and find out. Just don't overshoot. That's it. Now you can see where it goes. I can see the tack. It just doesn't go up quick enough compared to what they got. And then every time we shift the car, it's slower. See slow, 280, 290, 295 kilometers. They're doing 309 kilometers going into this corner. See, so you see the difference in the pickup too that the car has. This one just doesn't have the guts. But the thing is, it's got the fuel mileage, so that's the difference. It can run 70 minutes on fuel. The other one can only run 45. So. You know, it makes its difference up there. It's the only way it can do it. So if you get this car, you're not going to be running, you know, you can run it as hard as you want. You're still not going to be as fast as the other cars. You'll be a couple of seconds for sure out. But you try to make it less, you know, try to make less pits. In a 12, I think you'll probably get 6 less pit stops. So I'm probably looking at, I don't know, maybe 6 to 10 minutes. There somewhere, 6 and 10 minutes saved, but then again, you never know what kind of what kind of damage to the racing everybody gets, that kind of stuff. Let's see what the other cars are running right now. I'm in the Audi right now, and he's running almost 280 kilometers going into the hairpin. See, Borman's out there. He wants to better his lap time now and get himself on top of the charts here. As Felipe's there with a 142.111, I think he had, as Borman at a 142.130. And then you sitting at third with the LMP there at 145, so we changed. I just want to see what he hits, at the end of the straight at Sunset, before Sunset Bend. They'll be close. Those two cars are about pretty equal in that aspect. But this one's got so much torque, and you can just see that they're clicking up like a time bomb. The thing there. He's already up 300 kilometers coming up right now. 302, 303 kilometers. So he's actually slower going into Sunset Bend than Felipe's is. But with this car here, it corners like a mad thing, man. It's just phenomenal corner. You get almost 240 kilometers around that bend. When you're doing like 200 to 206, he's doing like 240 around the bend. This thing corners like it's sitting on rails.
Sunset?
No, the first kink after you start finish line, the left-hander, he's doing 240 kilometers around the corner. He's doing almost 290, 289 going towards the hairpin. 289 kilometers. Okay, he's green right now on his lap time. He did a 30. He's the fastest sector time, 37.7 in the first sector, 37.745. Fastest first sector. And the reason why, it's not the straight line speed, it's the corner. He can corner so good. Like this car can corner, like I said, like it's sitting on rails. But The downfall of this car is it's only got a 10.5 gallon tank, which is equivalent to what, 48 liters, something like that. Is it a 48 liter tank? So if it's only got 48 liters, it's doing 40 minutes maybe. 40, 45 maybe maximum, 40, 45 minutes. So it's going to have to pit a lot more. So that's the difference. Now he's green in the second sector as well. And let's see what he gets his lap time. I guarantee this lap time in the 141s. Maybe 40's coming up. Here's a 40. 140.2. That's what he did. 140.2. That, not 140. 140.2. And like I said, when I drove this car, I was testing these cars to make sure I get the test. I was in 139s for this thing. So, I mean, I know this thing is fast, but it just won't last on fuel. So you got to take care of that fuel. That's the thing. And another thing is you got to watch the RPMs on the car. You can't go over the safe RPM zone, which is 5,500 RPM. If they go over that safe zone, they're going to cut the engine life down. Especially we're using time-scaled mechanical failures. And last race, I don't think these guys are gonna blow it up because these guys know better. And the other car there, which one was it? The Weisner car, the other Weisner Blackhawk Racing there, they blew up. I think they blew up or got into trouble somewhere. I think they may have been using too much on their car, like too much RPMs. And maybe the engine just I don't know for sure. I can't remember. Anyway, Philippus is off the track now. And you're green in that sector, Bob, by 2. And Paolo's leaving, so it looks like Betty by time for Paolo. These guys are in Italy, so I figure it's around 11, 12 o'clock, right?
7 hours different.
Yeah, so it depends where they are. All right, 146.1. You were green in first and second sector in this Sunset Bend. 146.121 on that one. So you're like 195 to 206. Around that corner. That Audi and the S6s, of course. I don't know if he was on low fuel or not, but the X6s, he pulled off 200 and almost 240 kilometers around that corner. So how do you keep up to it? Just got to keep it on the track. And when they go off the track, you gain time. That's it. That's the only thing. And when they get caught behind all the, they get caught behind all the other cars, we're still chugging away. That's all you can do. But anyway, we're looking at you now, and it's got the nice paint job there. But we're going to change that paint job a little bit. I think in the next one, we get the. Harry Cross computers on the side there. We'll keep all those emblems on there. We're trying to get a little better front end on the car there. A little more red and white in that front end there. It's got red and gray or red and black in there. But the car definitely looks pretty good. So at the end of the straight, 6th gear. Let's see here, 7th to about 294 kilometers before you lifted there, put the brake or lifted. Now you got a good, whatever you're running there is pretty good. It's pretty stable there. 147.1, that's pretty stable. The car didn't shake or all. That's what you want. You don't want to see it sliding, that's all. You don't want the rear end to slide out on you. If you have to put more wheel in it, that's fine, as long as the rear end doesn't slide on you. Because if it slides, that's the problem with the car. If it can't get that rear end sliding out at all. All it takes is one and the car starts to go around. You never get the lap time back, so you never get the lap back. If you go off like that a little bit, that's fine. As you're going straight, you're not losing the car. It's pushing a bit off the front. That's okay. It's got to clean the tires off a bit when it does that. You just, crap all over the tires. All right, now I'm looking at Borman again here, and so I can do Borman here in the 37. It looks like it has something wrong with the front end of the car. Or maybe something went on the rumble strip the wrong way. Let me see what tires he's on. Borman's still on the 6s. I guess the other guy's left. All we got is 3 on here now. You, Ben Borman, and the LMP Sicania Motorsports number, the LMP2 there. Denz. Bill Denz is on there. So now Borman's on 6s. You show 7s. Denz, I think, is on 7s as well. But he's not on the track right now, the 120. He's in the pit. Yeah, he's in the pits. And we got just 2 LMPs on the track right there, prototype 1s. So stick with you since you're the only one that's running the full fuel run here. I don't know if the other guy's running it. You're running the full fuel run here, so we'll stick with a hood camera view of you. This way we can see what's going on. Leader 140.296, and I'm pretty sure that's, I'm saying low fuel. That's about what the car runs. I mean, it can run that even with the fuel, because the fuel is only, like I said, only got 48 liters on a full tank, so if he cuts that in half, you can still get 15 laps on that, 12 to 15 laps on fuel. So you can run that, you can still figure on doing those hotter laps. But I did run in the 139s with that car, so I know that car does it. That one, and I definitely did it with the Nissan. It looks like a little bit of sun coming out, breaking through the clouds there late in the day here at the Sebring International Circuit. Ron Caranci, Brett Gray, Rick Hyde, and Bob Renino driving the car. Here at the Sebring International Circuit Racing Simplified machine right now. Looks like there was something wrong with the engine there when we went through that corner. This was you kicking the throttle. That's it. There you go. 213, 217. Now you got it. I think it's just I think the tires are just starting to come now. Come in. They start to get a little better, especially when there's a grip on the track. They'll actually start to go up a little bit. Yeah, that's a good turn. This should be your fastest first sector. Of the sectors that you just ran, this should be your fastest first sector. Yeah, I see 282 kilometers going into this corner. But maybe lost it right there. Yep, right there, lost it when you turn the corner. Didn't get the throttle on quick enough. Tried to keep it down. That's the problem with cornering. This car needs to keep up the corner speed, and if it starts to push, you can't do it. But you're stable. That's the main thing. You're stable, and the car's brakes seem to be working pretty good too. The brakes seem to be doing. You're hitting the brakes pretty good, but it's slowing down, which is good. It wouldn't slow down at Daytona for some reason. What I was watching what Reno was doing there. Look out. Oh, look out. Save it. That's it. That's what happens when you hook that thing. Hammer it now. Now the car looks like it's picking up the corners, and you don't have the rhythm right now, because now it's picking up. It looks like there's some grip out there. That's it. As soon as you turn, hammer it, step on it. Just go straight. That's it. There you go. Just get as much straight line as possible. 268 kilometers. I was watching you guys were like 275 then. I still think we need to change that gear for fourth gear, as you call it. There you go, 224 kilometers around the corner. That's it. But it's pegging out though in the high gear. Like it's just hanging off the high gear. Let's see, 21, 22, 23. Under that banner, if you're in the mid 22s, it's good. Maybe low 22s. You're at about 23 there. Hey, you're green in that sector by a half a second, more than half a second, almost 6/10, 5.99. And it came from the first corner that left that you ran. That kink was about like 224 kilometers. That's it. Coast it and then get a straight and hammer it flat out through here. Don't hang the gears and you lose some of the speed. That's it. Perfect. That's the way you pick up through there. Just don't overshoot. Wait till it turns. Now go. That's it. There you go. Second sector, you're green as well. And it should be good in the third sector too. Just don't hang the gears here. I think seventh is not short enough. As soon as you turn, hit it. Now hammer. Shift. Here's your 44 coming up. 44, boom, 45. There's your best one right there. 145.4 with those tires. 245 there, but you had to lift. 245 kilometers. There you go. Now it's picking up the corner. It's a matter of hitting that line right, I think. There you go. You're under about a 22.8 there on there. .283 kilometers going into this corner. And you're green again by about almost 2/10. 1.8. It's a matter. That's what you got to do. You got to float it in there because if you go with the hard braking, you just slow the car down. It doesn't have the guts to come out. So you actually have to hit it right and hit it early. Get it to coast, and then once you get it straight, you can get it out of there. Now you're driving it good. You hit this one early right there, and then coast it through and turn the car, get that right left front scrubbing a little bit there. This way it'll heat up for this corner here. So you didn't have it scrubbing enough on this corner. Look out. And he knows it's coming. Like that second sector, you were fast too because you went green in the second sector as well, but you lost it there going to the middle of the third sector. First sector did 39, second sector was 107.5. See the end of this wall right there? Once you're past the end of the wall, you should be able to make it. So 147, 148 flat. That's it. You lifted a little bit there, went back to 123. you're going around about 145, then you lift to 123, so that's still good. So you just got to know where you got to lift that car's throttle. Just hammer that car once you get straight here. That's it. Got a little half on, half off there, but that worked. Straight over this one here, you can clip that rumble stripper. Don't clip this right one that we just passed, because that one will drag it. The other one won't. Let's see if he's back on the track. No, he's not back on the track. The other one on the track right now, so I'm going to stick with you on the broadcast here. So 145.4, with the other tires, I figured this is pretty good. These are 7s. I figured probably the 144 is probably your best on this. This track here with the grip that's on it right now. But it's increasing every time you run. So okay, 147. So between 145 and 148 is going to be running. I don't think with nobody you'll be seeing 151s with the clear track. That's for sure. All right, well, that'll end our broadcast here since we're down to 2 cars left on the track here. And looks like we got a good test. But anybody that watches the video here, want to come over to rfactor2wec.com. You can sign up and put in a car for the endurance race, 12 hours of Sebring. Join the series. We got the sprint and the endurance all combined in one, but there's an overall championship, and
User
there's
entered your channel.
2 other championships as well. Oh, it looks like Brett jumped on here from his phone. So I'll talk to Brett here, but I'm going to sign off on the broadcast here.